Hello everyone, this is Tim's Holiday Show. This is my new channel name. I think this works. I like the name Tim's Holiday Show. It hasn't been done before. I like it. I think it works. I like this. I just want to talk about, I saw The Flagship and I'm still disappointed. The theming is probably my favorite theme from Spirit Halloween of all time. The animations in the theme, the electricity, the poles that have these little fizzy things moving inside these pole things, the walkthrough inside is awesome. I really like it. The only problem is, like, the props are too kid friendly. Like, that's the problem. It's been going on since 2016 and it's getting worse. This is by far the worst year we've ever had from Spirit for animatronics. In their history, this is the worst year. The new Regan Exorcist is good. I think what they should have done, now this is just my opinion, I think what they should have done is made her face look a little more creepy. I think if she didn't have real human pupil eyes and her eyes were just white. Now, you could buy this prop and modify it, which I was actually thinking of doing. I was thinking of buying this one and I was thinking of getting like white paint and just going over the eyes so her eyes are just white. And I think that would look so much better. It would look so much more creepy. And I think it's still a great prop, but I think if her eyes were just white and not like with the pupils in the middle, like the movie, most of the time she has pupils when she's possessed, but there's a part in the movie where her eyes go back and they're all white. Techie Toys from Morbid, I think it was the Morbid Enterprises Exorcist. Yeah, Morbid made it. And the eyes were just white. And it was so creepy. And there was like green goop on her dress as well, her nightgown. And I think if they did that with this one, added some green goop to her nightgown, more cuts in her face a little bit, like, you could buy this and actually make blood dripping from the cuts. That's what I would do. Just to make it a little, I would add blood, more blood in the cut areas as well. I think that would be also creepy. But what I also think they should have done is made her face look a little more scary, like I said. But when she spun her head and then it stopped, after her head stopped spinning, she should have lunged out at you, right? Like lurched out at you, or you know, something like the Rosemary girl where she was eating the brain, then she kind of lunged out at you. I think that's what the Exorcist should have done. Or they could have like made her lurch out like the lurching zombie, where her arms just go out and she kind of leans forward. I think that would have been really good as well, but I think she should have lunged out at you after she spun her head. I think that would have been so much better than just having her head spin, because that's literally the only movement on the prop. That's a little disappointing. Now, you could modify it. Like, if you modified this prop and made her look scarier, she would be a lot better. But I think Spirit should make another Exorcist next year, because the movie's coming out next year. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another Exorcist prop, and if we do, I think what it should do is have it spin her head and have the Exorcist music playing and laughing from what the demon voice, and then she stops for a second, then lunges out at you after she spins her head. That would be awesome. Her mouth doesn't have to move, but if they also add mouth movement to it, that would be awesome. But I think the fact that her head spins, it's good, but I think it could be better. And I think if you modified this prop as well and gave her just white eyes, someone should buy this prop and just give her the white eyes. I think that would just be so freaking creepy. And like what I would do, because she has cuts on her face, I would actually add some blood to her nightgown, because there's cuts on her face with blood. Like, you know what I mean? You can see cuts with blood from on the face of the prop, and if you added blood on the nightgown, it would just make it feel more believable. A little blood, not a lot of blood, just a tiny bit. That's all you need. You could also put like, you could also make like this green slime, green whatever, and just get spray paint or something and just spray little areas on the nightgown. It would have to be the same color though as the green on her mouth, but the Morbid one was done a little bit better, I think. And I don't like the projection. I don't even get the point of that. I really don't. I think Spirit next year, because the new Exorcist is coming out, I think since we asked for a new Regan prop, we got it. But I think now that the new Exorcist is coming out, we're gonna get a second Exorcist next year, but we need one that spins the head and has a scarier looking face, and after she spins her head, have her lunge out at you. That would be so much better. I would buy it. I would absolutely buy her. It would just be so much more terrifying. And the Widow. Like the Widow, I don't even understand why it's not in stores. We don't even know, like, for all we know, it could be a great prop, but since it's not in stores, we don't have an idea on how good it is. I need to see a video of her in action, like someone getting her. I need to see what she actually does in an actual video of someone showing her in action. Because yes, we see the teaser of her breaking her neck, but we need to see a better video, right? And the Straw Man. I'm very pleased with it. I was actually consider buying the Straw Man, because there's one phrase where he says he digged a hole like 6 feet deep, and he wants to put you in the hole or something, and he'll put soil on top of you so the worms will enjoy you or something. It's so creepy, so disturbing. His animation's amazing as well, like, and he actually looks a lot more creepy. And if you added blood to where his stitches are, I think that would also be even better. But yeah, like the theming's great this year. The theme, love the theme. But the props to me are like Mr. Punchy. I don't think I don't know. The only reason why people are impressed with him is because he's so large. I'm not applauding Spirit. I'm not giving them a round of applause because Mr. Punchy is big. If the audio doesn't work for the prop and the weird disco lights in his legs or whatever that's supposed to be, it just doesn't look good, and it just doesn't work. I'm not applauding Spirit Halloween for that. I'm not applauding them for anything besides the theme. The theme is 10 out of 10. Like, this is the best theme we've ever had from Spirit, in my opinion. I just love it. It's just so freaking cool. And like, and then the props are like the worst props we've ever gotten. Like the Regan's good. Probably the only good prop in my opinion in the whole theme. Like Betty Sharp still doesn't look good. She looks a little more creepy, but at the same time she still looks cartoony. And the little blood dots on her face just look like frickin' chicken pox on her face. That's all it looks like. It looks like a whole bunch of chicken pox on her face, and it doesn't look right. Spirit rushed this year, and you can tell. Like last year was a little better, but it also wasn't that great as well. Like the props last year were a little better, but still the props were not that great. They were still cartoony last year, and they weren't scary. And like, it's okay to have a couple kid-friendly props, but not every prop. The Regan's the only one that's trying to be scary, and even that one isn't super scary. I think it could have been done a lot better. If they did what Morbid did with the eyes, made them all white, and had her lunge out after she spun her head, I would have bought her for sure. The prop I want to get this year is from Party City, and it's by Techie, and it's actually good quality. It's not like cheap plastic. She's the one that goes like this, the Maniac, and she has the box on her head. I want that one, and everybody else wants it too. And the zombie boy with the little treat bag, I want that one as well. That's so creepy. So creepy, it's terrifying. I would definitely buy that one as well. I'm probably gonna get the Maniac one because that's just terrifying. Like, that is something real, kind of real, and it was just taken to a whole nother level. I think the Maniac is actually scarier than Miss Mercy, but you know what? I also want to see a reskin of Miss Mercy. That's not a nurse, and it's just a possession prop. I think, you know what they could do, and actually I never thought of this. They could just do a new possession prop like the Widow, have the neck snapping, but it's a different possession prop, and the body moves like Miss Mercy, and then the neck snaps. I think that would be creepy, and it wouldn't just snap one way; it would snap both ways. I think that would be creepy as well while her body is moving. They could do a prop, not the Widow, just a brand new neck snapping possession prop, except the body turns this time. They could do that, or they could make a new Exorcist next year, another one, where the body moves like Miss Mercy and her head spins. I would be fine with that. It's the same animation, just the Exorcist audio, right? And make the face a little creepier. That's what they could do. If they can't make her head spin and then have her lunge out afterwards, just do the Miss Mercy animation and have the Exorcist. That would be really good. I actually think that would work a lot better. I think that would be really cool. I would buy it for sure. It would be a lot better than the Regan that we have now. They could do that as well. And Nozzles the Clown, I'm not applauding him. I don't care if haters get mad at me, because I'm living my life happy, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. So, sorry. I just think like Nozzles just looks too cartoony. I think he could be a lot better. I think it's not scary. Like, and the facts, like a toxic clown. If it would, even a zombie clown, like, would be we never had a zombie clown that I know of from Spirit. Do a zombie clown. That's actually terrifying. I don't know. I just think this year in general has just been kind of not that great. And I think things need to change next year, but the flagship still didn't impress me. I thought maybe the flagship would look better. Possessed Pumpkin, like Spirit, like someone bought Young Crouchy, and I don't even know why anybody would buy that prop. Like, it's just a waste of money. Like, kids don't understand, like, that props that are good are not lazy props, okay? They're not done lazy. And this year's been lazy, okay? The whole designing team of Spirit needs to change. It's just not working. It hasn't been working since 2016. It was done better in 2016. Like, Forest Demon was good. He was actually terrifying. I would say he was the last prop that was scary from Spirit Halloween. Forest Demon. His phrases were good too, really scary, but Strawman is by far probably number one. He's kind of creepy looking, but as well, his animation is really cool. It's different. I've never seen that from Spirit or on a Halloween prop before. And the audio, the phrases get better and better every time. The last phrase about him digging a 6-foot hole deep, and soil, like, it's terrifying. Like, the phrases are just spot on genius on the straw man. I love them. They're really good. I was gonna buy him. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna come down to the straw man or this maniac girl from Party City. I'm probably gonna get the maniac girl though, because she's really good, and she's gonna look a lot more terrifying in person. This is one that would really creep people out, especially in a haunted house. If you put that in a haunted house, people are gonna get freaked out. And you could also add like more foam in the legs. I noticed the pants were kind of flat a little bit. You could add more though, more stuff in the legs for sure. Especially Strawman. Like, he's good, but like the problem is Spirit definitely rushed this year. The arms look so thin. Like thinner than my arms. And like it doesn't look natural. Doesn't look normal. It doesn't like no one's arms are that skinny. Not a scarecrow in the world has those arms. Okay? Like even the legs look thin, but I don't know. I just find this year was super lazy. And like the designing team, like that needs to go. They need to go and get a brand new designing team, because they keep the one they have right now, it's not gonna work out forever. It's not. Like they have to change it. They're gonna have to. Like if Spirit wants people to buy a lot of their props, like this year apparently sold out at the flagship, and it was probably all kids that bought the props. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Like they just don't know the difference between a good prop or a bad prop. And it's just ridiculous that Spirit, it doesn't even try now. Like they gotta do something, right? They gotta change it up. Like why is it that we get Miss Mercy? How do we go from Miss Mercy and then back to garbage again? Like it doesn't make any sense. Anyways guys, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you like the flagship? I didn't. I'll see you guys in another awesome video.